welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. And if you haven't done already, you can subscribe down there. I would be really glad if you did. Today, as you can hear, it's gonna be a new video in English. Because I hear a lot of suggestions that I should do more videos in English. So here it is. So today my video will be 5 reasons why you should do an exchange year. And without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So my first reason would just be all the adventures that you're gonna have if you're doing an exchange year. Because, I mean, I've been here for almost 6 months now, which is crazy to think about. And I mean, with adventures, I don't just mean like, well, I don't know, you're going into the jungle or whatever. Adventure is just like, you're getting to know new stuff. You're seeing everything that's new, and because you haven't lived here mostly, like, or you haven't lived where you're probably going, it's like all new, and it's just such an adventure to like get to know everything and see everything. And that's just really one of my favorite parts about this exchange year, because like, I mean, you might not do everything like, or like new stuff every single day, but if you like look back on it, or if you're like actually doing something new, it's just so amazing that you get the opportunity to do something like this. And I think this is like a major reason why you should do an exchange year if you have the opportunity to. My second reason is you get fluent in the language. In my case, that would be English. And honestly, I was already good at speaking English before I came here, but I mean, since you have to speak English with like everyone and like every day and all the time, you just like get used to speaking English and like having actual conversations. If you think about it, at school you mostly just get taught like the basics, but you're never really like into a conversation. And with conversation, I don't just mean like, hey, how are you and where are you from and stuff like that, because like honestly, if you're actually doing an exchange year, like people want to know about you and your country and where you come from, like your village and what the environment is and all of that stuff. You just don't learn that in English class in Germany, at least. So it really helps to like get conversations going with like people. Like, to me, it feels like a big blessing to be fluent in 2 languages, because I don't know, to me, it's like really cool to have like 2 languages that I can speak in like fluently without struggling. And I just really want to learn a lot more languages. I wish I could speak every single language in this world, because I think it's just amazing with how many people you can communicate, especially if you're learning English and are fluent in English. Reason 3 why you should do an exchange year. You meet so many new people. And I mean, of course, not everybody is nice and just like you want them to be, but like, especially in new countries or like different countries that in your home country, it's just like people are different. They're like, the way they talk, the way they think, and the way they do things and stuff like that, they are just different. And to me, it's really like amazing to like see the differences between like German people and American people. And I mean, honestly, in America, it's amazing that like so many people, like most of the Americans, they're not even like American, because they all have like those origins from like all around the world, mostly like European stuff. So like they're all mixed, like Germans, English, and I don't know what. Like they're all, like most of them have at least 2 different like countries their ancestors come from. And I think that's really cool, because that makes like everybody, you can like obviously not really tell like where everybody comes from, like from just what they look like, but like there's just so many like differences between those people that you can like see. And I mean, in Germany, for example, we're not just all German. We have a lot of Turkish people and like Polish and Russian, stuff like that. But besides like Turkish people, I feel like you couldn't really tell like the Russian and Polish and German people apart. And here it's like different because here's so many Mexican people and black people and white people, and you can just like see all of this whole like pattern, like so many different people and like Asian people, and I don't know, it's just amazing to me. Reason 4 why you should do an exchange here is because you're growing up. I mean, you have to have a specific age, and I think the age to go to the US at least is at least like 15 years, I believe. I mean, 15 years is like you're in your mid-teenage years, and you kind of, well, if you haven't figured it out yet, you will figure out who you are. If you don't do an exchange year, there's like so many things that you wouldn't learn in your normal life at this age. For example, if you do an exchange year, you learn how to be more independent, like not depending on your family and friends all the time, like at least not at the same people. And you learn how to like take care of yourself and how to think. Like, I really like learn how to think about things differently because of the different circumstances and stuff. And I mean, you also learn a lot about like how to manage your money. You don't need to like see, okay, do I need this? What do I need? Because your host family isn't providing you everything like your family might does. Like, you have to buy your own shampoo, your own toothpaste, your own toothbrushes, your own hair products and stuff like that. So you kind of like have to also see like, what do I need? And I think this is like a big part of growing up, because at some point we will all move out of our homes and we need to learn to live on ourselves. You don't live by yourself on an exchange year, but like it's like different, and I think you might know what I mean. I hope at least you do. And now reason 5 why you should do an exchange year is the culture. You maybe not be super interested in like the learning about other cultures. Like, I'm really interested in learning new cultures, but at the same time you're like living in a different culture and get to know it, and you just start realizing your own culture, like from the part of the world and the country that you're coming from, how your culture is different from others. Because I realized that like some things that I thought were like super normal and like they're everywhere like that, they're not. It is so weird to think about, like, I'm so far away from home in a different culture, and I learned more about my culture than I did in all of the 15 years that I lived in Germany. Well, since when you get to know your own culture more, you understand things from your, like, from the world, but especially like your country and like how the world works more. And I think this is just amazing. Yes, those are just like 5 major reasons why you should do an exchange year. There are a lot of more reasons, but I just want to encourage you all, if you have the chance to do an exchange year, do it. I know it's like a big step, like especially for yourself, because most of us haven't ever been far away for such a long time from home, from a family. So it's really a big step to be like, okay, I'm not gonna see you for 10 months. Honestly, when I was thinking about that, shortly before I was about to like go, it was weird to think about it. Like 10 months is such a long time if you think about it, but now since I've been here for almost 6 months now, it was flying by like nothing. Half a year that I haven't seen my friends, my family, haven't been home or anything. There has to be this first step that has to be made to do what you want to do. I just really want to encourage you to do it if you have the opportunity to. I know I've said it a lot. You will learn so many things, and it will help you in your further life for everything. And now to wrap it up, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I kind of could encourage you to do it, or like at least to think about it, to maybe do it. And yeah, so if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!